Hello and welcome to how to create a custom report using R8 CA ERwin Data Modeler ODBC. Our video will cover how to create a custom report in the following tools: the ODBC Query tool, that is the built-in query tool available within R8 CA ERwin Data Modeler, Microsoft Office Excel, and Business Objects Crystal Reports. CA ERwin Data Modeler R8 implements an ODBC interface that allows SQL-based reporting or query tools to retrieve information from the product. You can report on the objects and properties in your models, the metadata defining those objects and properties, and the action log that records what changes were made to the model during the session. Any ODBC compliant tool can be used to communicate with this component, such as a banded report writer, spreadsheet program, or ad hoc query tool. This includes Business Objects Crystal Reports 2008, which is installed with CA ERwin Data Modeler. You can also use the built-in query tool that is available within CA ERwin Data Modeler and is presently displayed on the screen. The model that you want to query against must first be opened in CA ERwin Data Modeler. Here we have opened the eMovies model that ships with R8 CA ERwin Data Modeler. To navigate to the ODBC Query tool, go to the menu Tools, Query Tool. The Query Tool window comes up. We have circled in red the icon that will allow you to connect to the ODBC database, so we may query against a model that has been loaded into ERwin. Pressing that icon will connect you to the ODBC database. This query returns all of the entities and attributes in the model. It is the example query we'll be using in this video. We have pasted into the query tool a query that brings back all the entities and attributes in the model. We run the query by pressing the execute button. That is the arrow icon that has been circled in red. The data from executing the query is placed into the results window at the bottom. We can now save the result set as a CSV, separated values file. In the middle right of the query tool, we have circled the save result set as CSV, the disk icon that allows us to save the result set to a CSV file. Having pressed the Save Result Set as CSV button, we now save our result set as a CSV file to our local drive. We can then open the CSV file and display the result set in Microsoft Excel. ODBC Data Source, Spreadsheet, Microsoft Office Excel. We will now demonstrate how to query the ERwin ODBC database meta model using Microsoft Office Excel. First, launch ERwin R8 and open the model that you want to query against using Microsoft Excel. Second, launch Microsoft Excel. Third, go to the Data tab, choose From Other Sources, and then select Microsoft Query. The Choose Data Source window appears. The ERwin R8 current data source represents the model that is presently open and has the context in CA ERwin Data Modeler R8. Select the ERwin current data source. Deselect the checkbox Use the Query Wizard to create edit queries. Press OK. Microsoft Query opens. Select the tables you need for your query. In our example, we select the table Entity, press Add, and then Close. The table entity appears in Microsoft Query. Now press the SQL button to open the SQL editor. The SQL window opens. We paste in our query that returns all of the entities and attributes in the model. We press OK. We get a message that the query can't be represented graphically. Continue anyway. That is OK. We press OK to continue anyway. The results set displays in Microsoft Query. Press the button to exit Microsoft Query and return to Microsoft Excel. You are returned to Microsoft Excel. Keep the default selection of table, pick the cell where you want the data to be placed, and press OK. The result set appears in Microsoft Excel as a table. ODBC Data Source Report Writers, Business Objects Crystal Reports. ERwin includes a copy of Crystal Reports Developer. To launch Crystal, go to Start, Programs, Crystal Reports, and launch Crystal Reports. As displayed in this screen, Crystal Reports comes up in the wizard. Choose Report Wizard. That prompts the Database Expert or Standard Report Creation Wizard. The Standard Report Creation Wizard comes up. Expand Create New Connection. Scroll down until you locate the ODBC data source. Expand the ODBC data source. The data source selection window comes up. Select the data source named ERwin R8 Current and press Finish. You are placed back into the Standard Report Creation Wizard. Select Add Command and then press the To Right button to move that into the selected tables area. The Add Command to Report window appears. We paste in our query that returns all of the entities and attributes in the model. We press OK. We are placed back into the Standard Report Creation Wizard. We press Finish. Our command appears in Crystal Reports. However, that requires some work to be completed. To begin doing so, we press the Field Explorer button to display the Field Explorer, which is shown on the right. Then the Field Explorer appears on the right. The Field Explorer button has been circled in red at the top. By expanding the command, there we see the database fields from our query that we can drag and drop onto our report. We next press the Design tab that is located on the upper left. In this area, you work with data representations, not with the actual data itself. Into the Details section, which is denoted with a capital D, we drag and drop the fields from our command query. The Details section is used for the body of the report. Having moved our fields into the Details section, and after adjusting the various areas of the report, we now press the Preview tab to get a glimpse of what our finished report may look like. And here we see our report preview that contains our query result in Crystal Reports. Within this video, we covered how to create a custom report using the following tools: the R8 CA ERwin Data Modeler ODBC Query Tool, Microsoft Office Excel, and Business Objects Crystal Reports. For more information on these topics and more, please see your product documentation, also the websites ERwin.com, support.ca.com. Alternatively, for advice and guidance, you may contact CA Technologies Technical Support. For contact information, depending upon where you reside, please see the website ERwin.com, support, maintenance. Thank you for viewing this presentation. Please visit ERwin.com/products for more information about CA ERwin Data Modeler.